Hello, this is assignment 3 for EXSC669. This is the, I can't, fuck me. Okay. Hello, this is assignment 3 for EXSC669. We're looking at ankle injury, Ben case study. So, Ben is a 24-year-old professional tennis player who recently suffered from his 8th lateral ankle sprain, which caused him to withdraw from competition after following a rehabilitation program. 3 fitness tests have been prescribed and recommended for Ben to pass before returning to tennis. Each fitness test is in order of importance, starting with sport-specific agility, strength, and proprioception and balance. So the agility t-test. The agility t-test was chosen for the first recommendation to return to tennis as a return to tennis fitness test for Ben due to its sport-specific nature. The t-test allows assessors to evaluate Ben's ability to maintain balance without the loss of speed, while also analysing his agility, leg power, leg speed, and body control. As the nature of the test suggests, the design of this test is in a T shape to test multi-directional movements, including forward running, backwards running, and then lateral shuffling as well. This requires minimal equipment, including cones, stopwatch, a measuring tape. With Ben's injury history in mind, this test was chosen because a current lateral ankle sprain or even just discomfort or pain would affect the speed results. As this type of injury impairs agility, the test itself is measured by time, so done as quickly as possible. For athletic adults, the ideal time to complete this agility test is between 8.9 seconds to 13.5 seconds. For Ben to be cleared, he would have to be within this range to return to tennis, and previous research has also demonstrated a very high reliability and validity of this agility t-test. So this one here is the example. I'll play that. So the next test is the lateral hop test. The lateral hop test is designed to test Ben's isokinetic strength, functional performance, as well as balance by hopping as far as possible with one leg in the lateral direction without losing balance. The lateral hop test identifies improvement in aversion strength and will identify if Ben is still experiencing any type of pain or discomfort. Chronic ankle instability in the athlete puts them at a higher risk of injury or re-injury of the ankle, and is also related to a deficit in postural control or ability to maintain their center of mass over their base of support. The lateral hop test is designed to challenge this, to allow the assessor know of any lack of ability. The hop motion also causes torque in the ankle joint, where Ben will need to apply control of the displacement. The landing nature of the movement patterns of this test is very similar to what he would experience in tennis, allowing assessors to ensure Ben is ready to return to competition. The test uses minimal equipment, needing masking tape to make the start line, and a measuring tape to analyze the distance he made while jumping. Ben will need to stand on his previously injured leg, so his left leg, and jump sideways as far as possible. The test can be repeated on the uninjured leg to analyze any differences. For a positive result, Ben will need to hop sideways with the greatest amount of distance possible without losing balance, and results are measured from the start, so where the line is with the masking tape to where his heel lands. Previous research has also shown in this exercise test a high validity and reliability of the lateral hop test when testing ankle sprain recovery. So I'll show you the demonstration. It's there, beautiful. And the next one, so single leg balance test. The single leg balance test is the second recommendation for Ben to return to tennis. This non-invasive fitness test assesses equilibrium disturbances by assessing the amount of body sway. So this fitness test has been highlighted due to the correlation between a reduction in proprioception after acute ankle sprains and risk of re-injury. Using this test will allow the assessor to analyze if there are any reductions in Ben's awareness and proprioception, as well as just his balance as well. Static balance is important after a lateral ankle sprain injury, and has been highlighted as an important measure of the athlete's readiness to return to sport, as a lack of balance is related to a risk of re-injury, high risk of re-injury. The athlete should not experience any pain or discomfort when performing this test. This test also has a very simple setup with Ben just standing on with bare feet on the previously injured leg, balancing the opposite leg bent and away from his body, and hands down to prevent the use of his arms for balance. The goal of this is just not to move. Ben is balancing on and not move the leg he's balancing on, and allow both legs and not allowing them to touch. Otherwise, the test will be stopped. This is repeated 3 times for 10 seconds with eyes open, and then also again 3 times for 10 seconds with eyes closed. Ben will also identify anything he felt if he moved or twitched to the assessor. Ben's injury history, with his injury history, a positive result from performing this test suggests a positive outcome for his rehabilitation program and have a reduced risk of re-injury once he has returned to tennis. So I'll show you the demonstration for that one. Just a quick one for with eyes closed. Pretty much just standing there, trying not to move at all. Good. Next point. So key factors in returning to sport. So there are many key factors that need to be considered before Ben returns to tennis. There has not been enough research or protocol design for the amount of time needed to return before returning to sport after a lateral ankle sprain injury. And it largely depends on the actual rehabilitation program. Most injuries are scaled on severity, and progression through the rehabilitation period varies. Ben's rehabilitation program should also not be stopped abruptly, as problems such as pain or discomfort are more likely to occur during a fatigue stage, so commonly at the end of performance or competition. Continuing to perform sport-specific rehabilitation exercises can prevent this from occurring and also allow Ben to continually build the strength up in his ankle. The most critical risk factor for Ben is his injury history, as this is not his first lateral ankle sprain. He has 6 times greater risk of re-injury than compared to someone who has no history at all. This is due to the likeliness of a reduced mechanical stability and reduced proprioceptive ability. Ben's pressure to return to tennis due to his upcoming competition may also deter fitness testing results if there is a chance of subjective assessment of the athlete. So, for example, most likely out of all three prescribed is the single leg balance test. Because of this, when choosing all three fitness tests, we try to limit the amount of subjective testing and assessment. So all tests are pretty much based on visual and measurable results. All right, and the references. Thank you.